Hi everybody, it's Dave here from David UK Tours, and here's your weekly update for Saturday the 11th of April of 2026 for anybody who is visiting London, or is anybody who's interested in visiting London, or anybody who's interested in the wonderful city of London, my wonderful city. So what's been going on this week? Well, if you're interested in Pixar, the filmmakers, there's an immersive experience that's been going on for a little while, and that's running until the 28th of June now. So you haven't got too long to get your tickets and get along there. And if you're into the Pixar films, this is really going to be up your street. And it's a setup of 14 rooms, all laid out in exactly as they were in the Pixar films, and there's also an immersive part to that. So if you're interested in things like Toy Story or the Monsters, Finding Nemo, Coco, and Up, and just to name but a few, but there are many, many more Pixar films which are well known and loved. So if you're interested in that, then please do get along to that interactive experience. So I'm going to put all these things, links on there, so you can find out more details. Also, sort of talking about immersive experiences, like a 3D experience based on the War of the Worlds. So it's a 3D experience with like a headset, and it makes you feel like you really are in Victorian England, which is absolutely fascinating. And it's based on the War of the Worlds. So you're not only going to have a look around Victorian England, you've also got to survive a Martian attack. So it looks really good. Obviously, the chance of anything coming from Mars are 1,000,000 to 1. I suppose bringing us back into the real world now, there's a tulip festival going on at Hampton Court Palace, and that's running now until the 26th of April. Obviously, the tulips only come up at a certain time of year, but Hampton Court is there all year long. And for anybody who doesn't know, Hampton Court was the main palace for Henry VIII. And then later on, some of the Georgian kings who extended it a little bit, but it's very famous for Henry VIII. And if you go there, you can see all the Tudor buildings and the Tudor kitchens, and then you can see the Georgian part that came later on. And they've got some wonderful gardens there. Obviously, that's where all the tulips are. So even if you can't get along for when the tulips are around, it's a wonderful experience to go to Hampton Court. That's down on the River Thames, and you can get a boat up there from central London, or you can get there on the train. Again, I'll put the details down below. So if you're a bit of a sort of interest in arts and all things like that, there's a major festival going on at the Roundhouse. The Roundhouse is a big arts centre in London, in Camden. It's called the 360 Festival, and it's running from now until the end of the month, to the 29th of April. And that's going to have music, spoken word, visual arts. They're going to have club nights there if you're up for a late night, and theatre and all other forms of art. And there's going to be some well-known artists, but there are going to be many new artists as well. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, then please look at the Roundhouse website and get yourself along. Okay, so and don't forget, not forgetting our free money-saving idea that I always give you every week. And this week it's Hackney Flea Festival. It's called a Giant Flea Festival. That doesn't sound very nice, does it? But I mean, it's a giant festival, not a giant flea. And it's a Giant Flea Festival, and that's actually on tomorrow, but it's also running next weekend for 3 days, I think on the Friday, Saturday and Sunday. But again, I'll put links onto that, and they sell all sorts of bits and pieces. That's basically what a flea festival is, where people come along and sell just about everything, and no doubt there'll be lots of food available and drink there, as there always is, and no doubt there'll be a pub nearby if you'd like to pop along to that. That's always a good place to go in London. Obviously drink responsibly. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe. You take care now. Bye bye.